Hi, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Chair. I'm your host, Joanna, and today I have with me my friend, Veronica. She is a hairstylist at Monarca Salon Space, and she is a color specialist. So she does a lot of lip-ins, hair extensions, a lot of brunettes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything else I'm missing? How long have you been doing hair?
I've been doing hair for the past 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. I feel like I've been doing hair for like 20 years, honestly, at this point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you feel like that?
I don't know. I just never stopped working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's been like a constant everyday thing.
Yeah, like right after beauty school, I went straight to if I didn't like one salon, I hopped to the other and I just stayed in the flow with it. Because I was like, no, I don't want to lose the passion for it, you know?
You never gave yourself a break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Cool. So, how have you been?
She's been
How's
going
life?
through it. She's been going through it.
Today's topic. I should probably introduce the topic. Today's topic is just gonna be how to get through, being a hairstylist, running a business while going through personal stuff, and showing up for clients. So, how have you been doing?
Me, I'm not gonna cry. No, it's been a little hard. I mean, I've just been inside my house for the past 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I go outside, it's very minimal or anything like that. Just because I'm still healing from surgery. I have some really good days, and then I have days where I'm just damn, put me back in the hospital. Because I don't feel good at all.
So it's still really painful.
It literally just depends on the day, on how I wake up.
Okay.
I can literally something so simple as me sleeping wrong can trigger it.
Okay.
So 2 nights ago, I think I stayed up until 7 a.m. I was fighting for my life. I was damn, I'm ready to call the hospital right now and be just.
No te acomodaba, so it was painful.
No, it was I can eat very small meals right now, right? So I was in so much pain. I didn't eat enough. I took my pain med, and then it was just that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That triggered it instantly. I was I was throwing up all night, and I was I want to call my mom right now and be
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
What is she gonna do? I'm just throwing up. So,
Right. That's
yeah.
worse though. I hate throwing up.
Oh my God, dude, I was crying. I was because it would be 15 minutes of me no, I don't want to throw up. I don't want to throw up. And then it's you have to.
Right.
And then it's oh, I feel calm now. And then it was it would start again.
Oh
and
my
again,
God.
And again. And then it was just me running back and forth to the bathroom and the dogs following me.
Oh.
So
I just got a visual of everything. I'm oh.
Yeah.
So taking it back a little bit, so our viewers know, you had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been now since your surgery? A little over a month?
Yeah, I think we're about to hit, what's today's date?
Today is the 24th.
So on the 9th, it's going to be 2 months.
Okay.
Post-op. So I feel the healing was not as bad. Like I said, it just depended on the days, but I think it was more just digesting food and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was more mental, if anything, because it's I can call my friends, but also they have a life. They're working,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing their own stuff. So it's just kind of who do I talk to? The dogs?
Mm-hmm.
They can't talk back to me. So it was just that. And then not working, obviously, not connecting with people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm do I still know how to do hair? So just things like that.
Yeah. I feel because we have such a social job,
Mm-hmm.
and literally that's what we do for a living. It's a talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so, I mean, the only time that I've taken time off is during my maternity leave, which I can't go longer than 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So as soon as I'm cleared, I'm I got to go back for my mental health.
Did you feel you were going crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's lonely.
Yeah. People are always I want to be you. And I'm you don't want to be me. I'm crying every other day. I'm I can't wait to go back to work, you know, for the simple fact that I'm I just want to socialize with people.
Yeah.
And I feel I'm an introvert, but I like socializing there, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, you had a routine
And
a life.
safe space.
Yeah.
I was just reading in a book, was it yesterday? And it was just saying the way to for life, it's creating your routine.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have a routine, then you're just kind of what am I doing with my life, you know?
Right.
So that's what that's where I'm at right now. I'm what am I doing with my life?
Mm-hmm.
And I try to set up a routine, but it just depends on how I feel. So
yeah. So going back to the surgery.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just trying to because I know the whole story, but just so that everybody's kind of following along.
Yeah. So should I look at the camera?
If you want. If you feel comfortable, or you can look at me.
No, I think I'm going to look at you.
Okay.
So basically, I had Whipple surgery, which is a very invasive surgery because they had found like some sort of pancreatic cancer. We had to get rid of it because I had been struggling for like it was probably longer than 2 years, to be honest. But like 2 years of like doctor's appointments of me going back like every other month saying like, hey, like something is really wrong. Like I needed them to help me basically, right? And even though I had like switched my whole diet and everything, like nothing was helping. So then finally when they found something, they were like, oh, like, yeah, like, you know, it's cancerous. And I'm like, damn, 24, me, I'm not going to cry.
It's okay. I should have prepared with Kleenex.
You should have. No, I said I wasn't going to cry at your
It's
podcast.
okay.
You're going to stare at me.
No, I'll stare at the camera.
You're like, nah, she ain't crying over here. Yeah. It was just a lot because, like, I mean, being 24 years old and being told, like, hey, like, you have cancer, it's kind of like, damn, what the heck, you know?
You just turned 24.
No, I turned 25. But I found out when I was 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think when I told you, when did I tell you? Like in March?
Uh-huh.
I had known since January, but it wasn't like, they didn't know where it was, what it was, nothing, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like me, I lost air. Like they were just like, oh, like we found cancer, but we don't know where it's coming from or anything.
Oh, okay.
So that was that. And girl, that was a winter time. You know, I was already going through it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I think I told 2 friends, and they were like, no, Vito, like, it's not that. And I'm like, girl, I just left the doctor's appointment. So
right.
It is that, you know? So, but then I think it officially kicked, like, when I went to, because I was getting treated at Loyola. When I went to Loyola, to the cancer center, I was like, damn, like, this is real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I took Vanya with me because she doesn't cry. So. But I was telling you the other day, like the first time I went to the center, we were having a good ride there. It was like an hour ride because it's like in the city. And then when I pulled up, we were already running late. And then she's like, Vito, just like get out of the car and I'll go park it. And I instantly like sobbing. And she literally kicked me out of the car and slapped my ass. And she was like, just go to the appointment. So,
everybody needs a friend like Bunny.
Yeah, everybody does need a friend like that. Yeah, but that was like, oh my God, that was the longest, it felt like the longest appointment of my life. It was like a good 2 hours. Y luego, the doctor's assistant, she couldn't find any Kleenex because I was crying throughout the whole appointment, so she gave me some gauze. Mm-hmm. And I was no.
Oh my God.
She's like, I'm sorry, honey.
La crisis.
She's like, I'm sorry, honey, I don't have anything else. I'm like, it's fine, me with my gauze.
Right.
That shit was hurting.
Yeah, girl.
Girl, it's so rough, but it's fine. And then, yeah, when I saw them this past time, she was just like, oh, I'm so happy that you're doing so good. So, yeah, thankfully I had a good team of doctors, but it took me a long time to find those doctors, you know? So.
Well, because I've known you for like 3 years now. Mm-hmm. And ever since I've known you, it's something that you battled with, like the stomach issues.
It started
and
really
it just
slow.
got worse and worse.
Yeah, because when I worked at another salon, I would always be like, damn, like I have a lot of heartburn. But I still look normal because that's another thing. My body started changing a lot. And that's when I was like, damn, like something is going on, you know, because my stomach started getting like really big. And it just looked like a pregnancy stomach. And I was like, no, like this isn't bloating anymore, you know. I can't go to the gym for this. I can't do anything like that because I was already changing my whole life. That's another thing too. Like, I eat like pescatarian for the most part. And then I was going to the gym. I don't eat dairy. I barely eat gluten. So it was just kind of like, what do I eat? Right. And that's really stressful too.
Cause cut down a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because you're hungry. So, you know, you get hangry. And then you're like, damn, even if I drink water, it's like, I get heartburn. That was one of my red flags. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like,
So then you just kept
I switched doctors finally. I was like, you know what? This girl's not listening. Oh, because ella seguía con que I had H. pylori. And I'm like, girl, at this point, well, I thought it was that, right?
Right.
But I was like, you've tested me 3 times for that already. Like, it's going to come back negative.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when I got my report, because I can see my reports on my phone. When they tested, like, the tumor and, like, my pancreas, it tested negative for H. pylori. Because they basically cut out half of my pancreas because basically the tumor was swallowing it whole. Like, it was just taking over. And then they cut out part of my stomach, my liver. Oh, and they took out my gallbladder.
All that?
Yeah.
No pussy.
Oh my
This
God.
is why if you turn the wrong way, you creo, your body's like,
Yeah, girl, like, oh, something as like me yawning, it stretches the stomach, right? So it's just kind of like, you know, me trying not to yawn in the morning because that's something.
yeah. So then, like any advice you have for anyone? Because I know, I remember like when you would tell me, I'm like, Vero, you have to keep going. Like you have to, don't leave until they give you like something.
Yeah.
I feel like it's unfortunately so common for doctors to like dismiss all your concerns, and you know, for things to just get worse.
Yeah. I
So
mean, honestly, I know, I mean, I want to say don't Google stuff, but Google stuff because that's where I found a lot of my symptoms. Like to me, they were just like to me, I was throwing up blood. I was so tired. Like I would go home after work, right? Take a nap, wake up, shower, go back to sleep, and I would still wake up tired in the morning. So to me, that was like, what is going on? Because I've always been an active person, you know? So like things like I wouldn't be able to take Frankie like on the walks that I used to because I'm like, I'm just so tired. Like my body was just, it was giving up, like literally, you know? So I would say don't Google your stuff, but Google your stuff because that's what helped me because that's what I was telling the doctors. I'm like, look, like I'm having all of these symptoms. Like I want you to do this test. And I think the only test that like truly like helped me get to the, like finally get to something was requesting an ultrasound because the tech that I got a different ultrasound with was like, hey, like maybe it's your gallbladder. And I was like, oh, I never thought of that. Like, she's like, maybe you have stones. And then I went back with that same tech to get another ultrasound. And then I could just tell she found something because like the energy in the room just shifted. Like I could feel it right away. Like she didn't say anything, you know, they're very professional. They keep a straight face, but it just, I was like, she found something. And then 2 days later, my doctor called me and she was like, oh, you need to come in like right away. And I was like, and she gave me the earliest appointment. I was like,
And that was back in January. Okay.
And then, I think I was just sitting in the room but I was really anxious. So like when I get anxious, I was shaking a lot.
Yeah.
I was like a little chihuahua just shaking. I was just shaking. And all of my friends were working.
You comparing yourself to dogs always.
This is my thing, okay? I want to be a dog in my next life. I'm over being a human. A golden retriever specifically.
She wants the hair.
I want the hair. I want the white fence. You know, I want the family. That's what I want. But in dog form.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. And then the doctor, she just walked in and she's like, oh, how are you feeling? But she had like a face, you know? And then I was just like, oh, I'm really nervous for these results. And her face just like fell. And I was like, this is not going to be good. But also I kept having dreams about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that was the scary part. I was like, am I manifesting it? I'm like, I don't want to manifest
this,
you know? Like, because you know how they say, like, if it's in your head, like, constantly,
right,
like, you just bring it to your reality. And I was trying not to think about it. I was like, no. Like, it's not that. Like, I thought it was going to be a little surgery. I thought they were just going to, like, do a little laser, take it out, and that's it. And then when he was like, oh, like, it's a 50-50 chance, I was like,
of survival?
Yeah, I mean, because, like, he had to make sure he didn't cut my artery.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why, remember, well, I had told Joanna that I was going to be in the hospital 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
Because he said that it was just so big that he was going to have
tumor.
That he was going to have to cut the artery, reconstruct it, and that basically he was going to have what is the other team that's usually dealing with that stuff? But everybody was going to be clocked in for that surgery.
Oh, like, man.
Yeah. And then a week before the surgery, I went in for an appointment with the anesthesiologist. And they were just like, oh, do you have a will and stuff like that? I was like, damn, like, can you imagine getting asked that?
Yeah, wow.
Girl, like,
no.
I was like, this is my first surgery and I'm getting asked that.
Right.
So it was just like a lot. But I think I wasn't processing it tampoco. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, you know, like, it's just something I have to do.
Yeah.
So to my clients that I didn't tell you, I'm sorry, but it was just very personal.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
Yeah, because everybody was like, oh, what's going on? Me, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. I don't want to cry at work because that's my safe space, you know?
Yeah.
And also, that's about my clients, not about me. So.
I'm sitting here and like, you found out in January, and I'm like, this whole time, like,
yeah,
you wouldn't have known.
I know, but
I know.
I love going to work. Listen, I go to work, nothing else matters. Like,
yeah.
I'm just clocked in and I'm vibing there.
Yeah. So like, what were you doing outside of work to help your mental health get through this to be okay at work? Because it's a lot.
I journal a lot.
Okay.
So I do write a lot. So I was just like, honestly, every day I'm into like, listening to like frequencies and stuff like that to help heal the body. So like every night I would be going to sleep like with the healing frequencies because they just play like on YouTube like 13 hours. And I'm like, perfect. I sleep 13 hours, So I just listen to that. And then I would just be writing, like manifesting, like I have a healthy body. Like I have a healthy body. Like I'm going to heal from this. But also when I was sad, dude, I know people are like, oh, get out of your bed and stuff. I just like to lay in my bed and cry. Because I'm like, I need to feel out the emotion. Because I hate when people are like, oh, like, don't think about it. Just get over it. Like, no, let me cry.
Right. It's
so,
important.
Yeah. What is it? I think that's all I was doing, to be honest.
Taking it day by day?
Yeah. Honestly, wake up and see how I feel. Because some days I didn't feel any pain. Some days it was just like, wow, like, I want to cancel my day and just stay home. But I can't do that, So, I mean, I could do that, but.
Yeah. It helped you in a way to be out and kind of, for the moment, not think about it.
Yeah, but it was hard, especially because I feel like I lost a lot of my confidence. I couldn't wear the stuff that I wanted to wear. Like, I just wasn't feeling, when people are like, oh, just wear it, like, you still look good. It's like, but you don't feel good in your body. So it's just kind of like.
And you know your body.
Yeah.
So you knew that something was changing. And then you found out why it was changing.
Yeah. And then, I think, I don't know if I told you or Yessie, that it was just like getting bigger with time. The first time I had gone, it was like 9 centimeters. And then when I had gone again, it was 10. Is that? Like
no centimeters, I know inches.
Like a baby said when like, like.
Oh, yeah,
10.
It was like that at first?
It was like 9 by something. And then it was like 10 by 11 or something. And then, wait, that sounds pretty big. It was pretty big, girl. And then when I got my final report, when they had tested it like outside of my body, it was 12. So it was still growing, and it grew that much in those 2 months.
Outside of the body? It was still growing?
No.
Oh.
Like,
what?
Damn, those cells are powerful. No. Like, when I had gotten the final report, it was like, oh, it's measuring this.
Oh, okay.
It was like 12. I was like, damn. Like,
but it was, so recently it was growing pretty at a fast pace.
It was going, so imagine like if I wouldn't have gone and taken that. Girl, who knows,
right.
Right. Because, that stuff just develops, like, out of nowhere. And that's so, I feel like that's the hard thing about, like, I mean, well, it's hard. Cancer is always hard, but it just, all of a sudden, you're just, like, going downhill. Like, you're like, oh, I'm okay. And then it's just downhill. So.
Going back to my questions. I was like, I had more questions. So now that you have this involuntary break, right? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing anything like specific? For I know you're healing physically. I'm sure you're probably healing mentally from this. You have a coming up appointment with your doctor.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to ask is like looking at the positive side, right? How has this helped you?
I feel like it has helped me like redirect like where I want to take my business and where I want to be. Like, girl, I can't think 5 years ahead. I know people are like, "Oh, make a 5-year plan." I can't do that. I need like just 2 years, and that's because then it gets overwhelming for me. So just kind of like see where I want to take my business. I definitely want to focus more on like content creating. I really, really like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being behind the chair, but I love like creating a story with the camera because I feel like it's harder to create a story with hair, because it's just like, oh, just the before and after. But no, it's like, what about the in between scenes and stuff like that? So I've been.
Have you been taking? Sorry, I'm curious. Have you been taking any classes while you've been on your break? Because I'm like, or it's just you teaching yourself because they're good.
It's just me messing around on the app and stuff. I want to figure out how to do it on my laptop. But I don't know how to do that yet. Okay, so it's okay. I'm just taking it day by day on my phone because it's a lot. Yeah, editing is a lot, and like especially how to doing like layovers and stuff like that to have a smooth transition. But I really enjoyed it. I've always liked being like behind the camera and stuff like that because I like to see the whole vision together. So
the time that you would assist me, that's the one time I had really good content. It's because she was helping me out. She would just send me the videos.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like that. I remember I got my first camera when I was like 12. It was such a pretty camera. It was this navy blue camera that my dad got for me. You can record and take pictures on it, and it was so good. And it was like, I think it might have been touchscreen. I don't remember. Dude, que se me cayó un día and he ran it over.
Oh my God.
I never told him. He was just like, "Oh, Vero, where's your camera? Oh, it's over there, Appa." I still think about that.
He told this day he doesn't know?
Girl, I'm not telling him. ¿Para qué? ¿Para que me diga que no cuido las cosas? That was like, God. 13 years ago? No,
yeah.
He don't gotta know. He knows I'm an artist. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else have I been doing? I feel like I'm still writing. I'm reading more books for sure. I deleted my social media. So
you did a detox, right?
Girl, I delete my social media like every other week. But I don't know. It just helps me a lot. I hate... I feel like I'm on social media a lot because of our industry, so you have to stay connected all the time. So like I haven't had Facebook in like a year, Snapchat, it's probably been like half a year. Sometimes I log in just to like see my old memories because I have like pictures of my dog there, and stuff like that. But it's not because I'm just living through other people's like stories, I'm just like, y yo aquí echada en la cama, like, so I'm just I deleted it. Twitter is funny, so I'm not deleting that one. Other than that, I don't have TikTok anymore.
No?
Which I struggle with this one because it helps a lot with my business. I attract a lot of clients on that. But I feel like TikTok is always like, 10 ways you can do this. It's always like, you're not doing enough. You're never, ever doing enough like on TikTok. It's always like, you have to be on the next.
I think that's why I'm not on it. I know you would send me a lot of stuff and I probably still have it.
It was just funny stuff.
But I feel a sense of like anxiety. I get anxious because I feel the pressure of like, okay, why am I not doing this? Or why I should be doing this? Or look at this person. They're just doing this and look where they're at, Yeah. I just...
the ones that get me are like, how to make money from your phone, how you need to be doing this and this, and then like knowing how to invest and stuff like that. And I'm like, let me just go read a book and know how to invest because TikTok is stressing me out. And then it's just like, it's all courses and stuff like that. So whatever. And I just have Pinterest. I love being on Pinterest. I redid my whole Pinterest. Like,
that's what I need to do. Girl, I have folders on folders on folders on folders.
My favorite. So recently I did my editorial. Let me tell you my dream, okay?
Okay.
My dream is to work on set one day. Like, I want to work on set, whether it is like, maybe not directing because I don't have like the the skills for that, but like maybe just like overseeing everything. I think that would be so cool. But like being a stylist on set, like that I've always wanted to do that. Like, it's always been my dream to like go to New York Fashion Week, like things like that, like editorial stuff. Like I said, I love being behind the chair, but I like in my dream world, like Barbie, in my dream world, I would have, I want like a little salon, and I want half of it to be like a photography studio, so I can do like my pictures how I want, like on Pinterest, and then just like literally my chair, so I can do my clients. That's it. So
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, somewhere hot though, not here. So I'm sorry to my clients.
Palm trees.
Yeah, palm trees and some cactuses outside.
She's going to Mexico.
Maybe.
California.
Yeah, I was thinking Arizona.
But Arizona.
Girl, that's hot.
That is hot.
My dog, pobrecitos.
Have to shave that hair.
Yeah. It's actually bad to shave their hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it creates more heat because their hair actually, it regulates to their body.
Oh.
It regulates their temperature. Because that's how they're born. But like, I don't know. I just picture like, I wouldn't take a husky to Arizona, so why am I taking a golden retriever to Arizona?
That's true.
Like, he's going to suffocate. Unless I have a pool,
I feel like pues la gente allá, they almost have to have one, no? It's kind of like Florida. I know when I've gone like, I'm flying over Florida, you see like all the little like circles or squares. Like everybody has a pool.
Oh, that's nice.
Like all the alligators there chilling.
I've seen so many videos on that. That's crazy.
That's one.
I just saw a video of a girl and she went to the bathroom and she found a snake in her toilet.
Fuck that. Hell no.
I don't do snakes.
No. All I want to worry is about those like little tiny long skinny leg spiders that exist in my basement. That's all I want to worry about.
Literally.
That's it.
Yeah. No, and then I was like, if I go to Mexico, like, ¿qué tal si le muerde a Frankie un alacrán or something? I'm like, no, that's too much. They don't got AC over there either. My dog, if I were to walk in right now, he walks for 5 minutes y él solito se regresa a la casa. Like he's not up for that. So like he guides me home.
So you love heat and he don't do very well with it.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna have to find a little in between.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, New Mexico. And then last night I was like looking up New Mexico and I was like, damn, there's nothing there. Like literally nothing there.
I don't know much. I just know it's part of the Southwest.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mountains, that's it.
What else can I ask you? So how do you see yourself, like, I guess, how you perceive things now? Because I'm sure you're like a whole different person, really.
Girl, I was like, damn, I almost died. I gotta take my
Like,
life
well,
seriously.
yeah. Like,
Not
obviously,
yeah.
obviously we have one life. We always get told, live to the fullest because it's one life. But I feel like you don't really
You have to
feel every
yeah.
to really be like, fuck, it's true. That's it. So I mean, you've gone through something so big, and you're still going through it, healing from it. So this is like the rebirth of a new you.
Yeah.
This is a new Vero.
Basically, it's a new. I think that's what I've been crying so much.
Yeah, no, you're grieving your old self.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like every day I'm crying. What's going on, And then I'm like I feel sad, but then I'm like, but then I'm fine. Like 5 minutes later, and then like 2 hours later, it hits me again. I'm like, damn, is this like what it feels like? Also, last night I was like, can you be depressed after a surgery? I'm like, but clearly
you can.
Clearly you can.
Yeah, you can.
I was trying to sign up for therapy, and I literally spent this pissed me off. Okay.
And the better help, or what it's called?
No. This was my client recommended me this therapy place, right? And they have an app too and everything. But I was filling out like the questions like beforehand. 2 horas duré allí typing out on my phone. And sitting 2 hours on your phone is a lot. And then I was like, okay, my appointment is scheduled. Acabé todo, ¿verdad? No, pues I go on the app and then it says appointment in 15 minutes. Y lo se borró. So I was like, wait, what happened to my appointment? Like I was waiting for this. I was excited. I was telling my friends like, oh, I have therapy. I can't wait, And then I called and they were like, oh, we sent you an email. Girl, why would you send me an email like 15 minutes before? Do you think I'm going to check that? No, you should have called. And, and I asked for them to call me or text me for like updates and stuff like that. So whatever.
So you missed your appointment?
Yeah, they were like, oh, like your debit card didn't get saved or whatever. And I was like, I literally uploaded a picture.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean it didn't get saved, I guess there was another section where you had to upload it as well. Anyways, that pissed me off.
They need to do better because like
okay.
It's not making a very good experience before therapy.
Yeah, so
to feel anxious. And then you gotta get therapy for that.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I'm looking at another place.
I asked if it was is it called
BetterHelp? I have done BetterHelp though.
But it reminded me, it's like a million questions también. Yeah. At first.
I think BetterHelp was less than this.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you only did 2 hours. But then I got sidetracked. And never finished it.
I did do a month of therapy at BetterHelp.
But I know people that used it and it's helped them.
Yeah, I had one therapist. She was not. I don't know. She wasn't the vibe. So I switched to a different therapist, and she like really got down. She's like, "What is really going on? Like, why are you feeling like this and stuff like that?" And then I don't know why I stopped doing it. I think I wanted to feel more like video chat and stuff like that. I wanted to feel a little more, like not like a text, because that was through like we would connect for an hour of just like texting.
Oh, okay.
Which I can see how it can help some other people, because like if you're really anxious, I mean, I'm anxious, but like I can still talk to you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but people that maybe can't even get a word through or something, they feel better communicate. I'm too lazy to text.
Me, dude.
I gotta talk.
I would be like, oh, let me type all of this out. I just want to send a voice message. Girl.
Right.
Didn't have that option. So. I send voice messages for everything. I send voice messages to my clients. I'm like, girl, that's too long to type. I'm sending you a voice message. So.
Did I get my question answered?
¿Qué me preguntaste? What am I doing with myself?
Well, yeah, like as you plan your return, because we heard your dream. And I feel I feel like it's something that I know you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
just a matter of time. A little organizing, But what are you most excited for?
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see my clients. Like, girl, just come and get a deep conditioning treatment. I don't care. Just come in. Let me see you, Yeah. I value those connections so much. Like, I feel like my clients sometimes think I don't pay attention to them because I am more of a quiet stylist. I am going to say that. I do enjoy talking to people, but I also do know that people do go in there to relax. And a lot of my clients bring books and, just read your book, girl. I'm here just doing your hair, So I don't know. I just want to talk. Where was I going with this? What was I saying?
You're excited to just do hair.
Oh, I'm just excited to do hair. And
what would your ideal first day back look like? Have you thought about that?
Oh my God, no,
like, what's the first appointment you're scheduling? What's the service that you're like? Is it a deep conditioner?
Deep conditioner. Let me start out slow.
I was gonna say you're probably gonna have to start slow, right? Because I feel like when you don't, we're so used to standing.
Yeah.
And when you don't do it for a while, like, because even COVID, like, the salon was closed for like 3 months, and going back, you started to see me going back.
I did, yeah, girl, that was hard.
I was so tired after like 30 minutes of standing up because I wasn't used to it.
Yeah, so I've been forcing I take Frankie on his walks at night, right? But you usually will do like a 20-minute walk, because it's still really hot, like in la noche sometimes. So I've been pushing myself to do even later walks, and then we go for like 40 minutes instead. And I've just been like pushing myself, like, I went to the gym the other day. That was a lot.
I was gonna say, are you allowed to do that?
I was just on a treadmill, but I was walking on incline. Okay. Because my sister texted me. She's like, "Do you want to go to the gym?" I was like, "Yeah." But my sister, she's like a gym rat. Okay, she spends like 2-3 hours there. Like, she's a muscle mommy, and I'm on my little treadmill, and I'm like, "Okay, Chio, ya acabé." And I was like, "I'm just gonna go to the sauna." And then I think she texted me like 20 minutes later. She's like, "Damn, are you frying in there or something?" No, I was just waiting for her outside. That was a lot.
Sauna, I have not been in sauna in a long time.
This is my favorite part.
When I used to go to the gym, especially in the winter, my favorite was getting there first, like 5 minutes, because like you're so cold from coming from the outside. Yeah, pretty much. I was thawing. and then I would be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love the sauna. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I used to clean houses, right? I used to clean this house, and upstairs they had a sauna, just like in their second floor, and I was like, wow, like that is so nice. They didn't use it for that though. They used it for storage. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, why would you do that?
Right.
Whatever. They had kids, so maybe when their kids were little, they were just like, no se nos van a quemar ahí or something.
Oh, maybe.
So I guess I could see that point of view.
Yeah.
But I would love a house with a sauna. I don't know how much that costs, but
I'm like, yeah.
It's also really good for you. 20 minutes. 20 minutes a day can help reducing like heart disease and stuff like that, and high blood pressure. Well,
because you're supposed, like, it's really healthy to sweat, no? To sweat things out.
Yeah.
I would assume if it's at a gym, usually they're always at a gym because it's good for you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I'll ask you
my dream. My ideal day coming back at the salon.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
Damn, I haven't thought about that, girl. I was just like, oh my God, whoever wants to book for that day that I go back. Okay, so first I would wake up, take Frankie on his little morning walk. We would wake up early because it gets hot really fast. And then I miss getting Starbucks. I can't have Starbucks anymore.
For now or for?
No, like I just like, it literally like it makes my stomach hurt. Like, because my digestion, like, it's just a whole new system in there, so how like coffee, like, oh, like coffee makes me go to the bathroom, like, girl, I drink it and it's like I have to go to the bathroom. Okay. So I would not be getting Starbucks anymore, but that was my favorite part of my day. And then just getting to work, setting up, and then probably have my first client an extension move up. The other day I had a dream that one of my clients was like, she was like, damn, you're taking so long with this extension move up. And
really?
I woke up and I was like, Laura, I had a dream that you said I was taking so long. She's like, no, but I do want new extensions. I was like, oh, okay. Do an extension move up, and then maybe like a partial balayage. Go into it slow, just so I can create my content.
Yeah.
And then, just chill vibes.
Be like, everybody's getting a little face frame for now.
You're all getting a mini partial.
For now, that's it. Do you have any advice for any other stylists that are going through some personal challenges and, showing up for work?
I would say don't be me, because I didn't tell anyone. I kept it a lot to myself. I think that's really hard, and I think that does more harm than good, I told like my friends and stuff, but I waited to tell my parents
till the end.
Yeah. I told my mom over a FaceTime call while I was walking my dog.
my God.
Because okay, first of all,
as a mom,
poor mom. Es que, you know, not all Mexican moms, but most Mexican moms are like, ay, no tienes nada. Ay, like, you're overthinking it. So I was like, hey, Ama, because she was like, ¿Sí fuiste al doctor otra vez? And I was like, yeah. I was like, and they found cancer. And she was like, and then I just kept going with a normal conversation. And I was like, oh, yeah, but I'm walking Frankie right now. And like, I just whatever. Like, I didn't let her process. Oh, by the way, I'm cutting my mom's hair when I go back. She's my first client when I go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Yeah, that's my first client. Because she made a promise to San Juditas that, like, if he helped me get through this and stuff like that, that she was going to cut her hair. Her hair's pretty long, girl. It's like mid-back, like low mid-back. So she's cutting it all off, basically. And she's going to take it to Mexico when she goes.
Oh. So you're going to cut it for her?
Yeah. Oh, girl, I don't know why she would do that to me. You couldn't pick something else.
Your first service is going to be a haircut.
Yeah.
Middle doesn't cut hair.
No, that's like my nightmare. That's actually my nightmare. And she's letting me like these pixie cuts and stuff. And I'm like,
for real? Oh, because I was going to say, like, you have to probably cut a lot, no?
Yeah, because she said like all of it. She said her whole chongo. Girl, you know what a whole chongo is? The whole chongo.
Oh, my God. So she's not even having a bob? She's going for a pixie?
And she sent me like a bob that was like up to here, but then most of them that she sent me were pixies. But she was like, no, don't go back to work yet because I don't
she's not ready. She wants a boxy. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. But she's like, I don't want to cut my hair yet. Summer's still here. I was like, girl, ¿quién te manda? You could have given San Juanita something else.
Yeah.
So
isn't it crazy how it's usually the hair that's sacrificed?
Yeah.
You see, that's to show you the attachment that a woman has with her hair.
Yeah. Para que sí vean que our job is important.
Very. Yeah. I got sidetracked again. Your advice that you were.
Oh yeah, I
saying
would say
that you told your mom during a FaceTime call.
Yeah, and I also told my sister through a FaceTime call. I think I need to work on my communication skills.
I mean, that's how you felt more comfortable?
I mean, my sister works a lot and she's in school a lot. So for me to tell her in person, like, it was going to be me telling her unas 2 semanas when I saw her, you know? So I was like, you know what? Like, I just have to tell her over FaceTime. She's like, Vero, I'm literally in the toilet crying at work right now. I was like, chill. I'm like, it's going to be fine. I was like, I just have to tell you. So... yeah. Anyways, I was just saying, like, find your community and like tell them, you know, like don't keep it into yourself because that's hard.
I feel like it's really good advice. I'm sure a lot harder to do. Yeah. Than as you know, but
it's because like every time you tell someone, you bring it back to your reality. You know, like if you're having a good day, and then like somebody's like, oh, like how's your health and stuff like that, like ya te encontraron, and you're just like, oh, you know, I forgot about that. So,
I see.
Yeah, so it is. I think that was what's hard. So,
yeah.
Thankfully, I have like my roommates help me a lot. You know, I wasn't like alone in the house. Like if they saw that I wasn't coming out of my room for a few days, which I tend to do, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. They come in and they're like, "Are you okay, Vero?" Like, you know. Sometimes I just like to hang out in my room. I just like to be by myself a lot. Yeah. So. But I think I'm getting more comfortable being with people more. Because I had to be.
Well, I hope this little therapy session helped, and I appreciate that you wanted to share this very personal.
It is very personal, but I also knew that my clients were going to be asking me about it, and I do value my connection with them. You know, they trust me a lot with their hair and then with their personal life as well. So. I didn't want to be crying at our appointments, you know. So I'm like, the podcast is great because like if they'll watch it, then they'll know. If you watch it, you're a real one.
So vean, you know, she's gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
I like to. Before I say this, is there anything else you want to add? Get off your chest.
No, I don't think so. I'm just excited to get back to the salon.
I like to end the podcast with a quote. So if you want to share with us like your all-time favorite quote.
Oh, every day I literally wake up every day and say this: my dreams are a reality. Anything that is meant for me is already mine. That's my favorite quote. And I go to sleep with that and I wake up with that.
Say it again.
my dreams are a reality. Anything that is meant for me is already mine.
I like that.
It's meant for you, you know? So that's what I like to wake up with.
So you manifest in the mornings.
Yeah. Just for
really
like a
good.
second though, girl.
Yeah.
Because like I need like a whole hour to process before I can do anything.
We know.
I'm just like, I'm nowhere, you know? There's no thoughts in my brain.
So you got to fully wake up.
Yeah, actually.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Yes, of course. And then we'll have you again. We'll have you come back. Oh, girl, no say. We'll schedule something.
Okay. I'm like, when? We can talk about this.
No, it's, I always invite my guests back.
Oh, thank you.
So, but yes, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you hit the like button, and that's it. Thank you guys.